Ever wondered what it would be like to be a fish? You have. If you want to play a video game that enables you to emulate your strange fantasy, then I give you Fish Dude. You're this average-sized fish who's just trying to get by in its average fishy life. You need to eat a certain number of smaller fish while trying to avoid getting eaten by the bigger ones. Not dissimilar to working in middle management. You can eat the little fish by pressing A. They don't seem to try to escape from you, and in a panic you can spit it out by pressing B. You have a time limit to consume all your prey because savouring food isn't really a luxury in the ocean, and you need to use B sometimes as it takes a while to eat the little fish, which leaves you really vulnerable. There are other enemies too. A fisherman, a bird, a ghost for some reason. It's the big fish you need to worry about though. Problem is, worrying about them is not going to save you. Bigger fish are usually that way for a reason. Clearly they're the successful predators, and as a result, this game is far too hard straight away. There's no difficulty curve. Fish Dude starts impossible and remains impossible. I've only seen other stages by using passwords, and not a single one of them can I beat. There's not really any viable strategy that works, you just have to hope. It wouldn't be so bad if there was some sort of defense mechanism you can employ, but no. There are a few hiding places that help for a short while, but you need to be wary of the time limit, and it's not like Metal Gear, where enemies will eventually lose interest. Oh no, as soon as you move, they're on you. Once you're caught, there's no respawning, you restart the stage. Basically, anything you can think of that the game could do to help you out doesn't exist here. The music is quite nice, pretty standard for the system at this time, and could have come from any puzzle game. I've only heard 3 songs in-game. The GBS file has a few more, but they're mostly similar. Graphically, it's pretty reasonable. Nothing flashy, but you can tell what everything is just fine. The problem is that the hitboxes aren't completely accurate. In fact, they're quite poorly programmed, so you can be swimming away and try to nimbly duck around a coral or something, only to get stuck on it. Clearly, a fish's innate ability to avoid obstacles wasn't accounted for. Boring biology fact of the day, that's called lateral line mechanoreception, kids. Fish Dude is an interesting concept that was completely ruined by being one of the most unfair and frustrating games I've ever played. Plus, it's quite expensive. Definitely one only for silly completionists like myself. Hey, maybe Fish Dude wasn't intended to be beaten. Maybe it's a metaphor for life or something. That we all get eaten by predators in the end. That there's always a bigger fish. Being a medium-sized fish sucks.